Okay, that's great. Awesome. So basically, I'm Raj Meesa, and I started helping mainly therapists. You might be knowing BetterHelp, right? Uh,
Yes.
yeah. So I interviewed probably, I wouldn't say thousands, but hundreds of therapists or counselors on BetterHelp platform, trying to recruit them for another healthcare recruiter. And that's when I bumped into George Anderson. This was like 3 years ago. Uh,
Ah, nice.
and we invited George for one of our podcasts. I mean, the link which I had sent you was like 3 years ago, that podcast. And I don't know if you had time to go through that link or watch that particular video.
Yes. And he said because of so many things with fraud and everything, he definitely gave you a positive vote. Because I said this gentleman contacted me because he's the one who made me go on LinkedIn.
Oh,
He says because I took his domestic violence course. And he says, join LinkedIn. And I'm like, I don't want to join LinkedIn. He says, join LinkedIn because I'm very shy. I'm considered in the business that I'm in, I'm very low key and shy because I'm representing myself in businesses. But I've been coaching and teaching for almost 30 years. So I went and got my facilitator license certification and everything. So and I had him for my anger management course, and he's like, change your website. I don't like this. I don't like that. Blah 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 blah. So I'm in the middle of getting everything fixed and revamped, and I have a meeting with him at 2 o'clock today because he's like, it's got to be clickable, and you can't do counselor. You can do executive coach, or you can do this. Like it was really funny, but he did it in the middle of the whole class.
oh. But I mean, he says things are probably his advice is again to make sure that we get paid probably hundreds of dollars per hour. He for sure he would ask us to raise our bar. Like
Uh-huh.
he says, probably $500 per hour is minimum is what he charges. But again, he helps people to charge $100, $150, or 200 or $300. But I'm stuck at $25 per hour. That's what
Oh.
I mean. Even now, I still help people. Though I'm here in India, I mean, that's pretty good, decent income for us. So with George, I mean, if I show probably if you had gone through his YouTube channel, almost all the videos which were uploaded right from the BBC documentary, which was like a couple of years ago. I mean, more than 2 decades ago. Most of them are all done by me.
Oh, nice.
So let me see if I can bring it up on my screen and share it for you. So more than that, what I wanted to gift therapists is probably help them with the Apple and Google podcast. George always says that these are all the videos. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So almost all these videos were recorded like 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So
Uh-huh.
what I did was like probably load them onto YouTube, and there were lots of anger management series. I mean, everything which was there in anger management, he did share it with me. I do have the complete resources, complete documentation, complete videos, and all. So almost all the resources are available. He said even I underwent through anger management workshop probably 3 to 4 times. For 3 to 4 batches, I was helping him virtually. Um, Go to page number so and so, reading and all. So I mean, whatever he had done, we do have a couple of other anger management facilitators. So I was trying to promote his book and kind of services which are there, which is pretty good. So the game plan which I have for you, Katrina, is like Shara Ruffin. I don't know if you had an opportunity to go through. Shara is somebody whom I worked with for over 2 years now. We listed her hundreds of podcasts on Apple and Google, and that's something which I would like to show you. This is on Google Podcasts.
Okay.
Something which I can do right away for you is like getting your voice listed on Apple and Google Podcasts. It doesn't cost us anything. It's free. Just like the way
Oh, great.
LinkedIn and Facebook is free. Getting listed on Apple and Google and getting listed on YouTube podcasts. Like if I go back to YouTube, YouTube also has got a podcast feature.
Proper study habits can make all the difference in your exam performance.
So if you can see the screen,
Yes.
this is the, do you see the podcast in here? Let me see if I can zoom in. So
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, YouTube also has got a podcast feature where you can, like you said, you're a shy person, but most people, they go through that phase. Probably it takes 3 to 6 months. Probably initially it takes 3 to 5 months, or but the voice can be whatever the voice which goes on LinkedIn live audio events. I don't know if you had an opportunity to listen to a couple of live audio events on.
No, I haven't.
Yes, there are a few. We can play around with it for Bright Inspo. So the thing is to capture your services through audio or video and retarget them to multiple platforms so that we generate leads, so that people show interest. And like, do you also use Telegram, by the way? Like just like WhatsApp?
No, I don't.
But have you heard about this app by name Telegram?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So Telegram,
Like WhatsApp?
yeah, just like WhatsApp, it's a app where we send large files. So there were like thousands of files which were sent between me and Shara. WhatsApp doesn't store 3-year-old files or 4-year-old files. So there are like thousands of videos and thousands of photos which were sent between me and Shara in the last
Okay.
2 years. So this is again to send large files and all that. So the current game plan which I have, I don't know if you, let me play this for you. This is the quick presentation. So 2024, now as Christmas is around the corner, many people, they'll be in their holiday season, a holiday mode. For many people, be it anger management, be it parenting, or be it whatever the services which you have, this is what I do for therapists. I bundle the social media posts into a mini course, and that course can go from $97 to $2,000 or $5,000, depends upon whatever the George is doing. I mean, the same Anderson services, we can do the same for you as well. So many people spend $100.
Okay.
And the one common thing among all the people who make thousands of dollars additionally or online is they trying to play the game bigger by being an influencer. So I've observed lots of people who are very good at making money online. They are very good with videos. So, you know, you might be watching the YouTubers or Facebook videos or Instagram videos and all that. So most of them are
Yes.
good with videos. And even I was a shy guy. This is me back in 2008 when I was working with Hewlett Packard.
Uh-huh.
I can show you my initial set of videos. They're all there. I can click that. It'll take you to the video and all that. So I was nervous. I was playing around at Hewlett Packard with the printers and HP products. But I started with ground zero. That was like over a decade. Probably it's been 15 years now. So the thing is, many people are chasing money. But again, I had this advantage of working on the videos right from the early days. This is my family. I was in 2 children and wife, so that many people think that I do it for the sake of money, but trying to build a business sitting here in India. Again, this is my home office right away, but I'm grounded into minimalism and spirituality. So this is a free bonus and course, the Teachable. This is something which I wanted to build for you. I'm sure did you hear about Teachable?
No, I haven't. The thing is that I'm a computer person. But these two, I'm going to go in and download the Telegram when we're finished talking. But
Okay.
I am like you say, I'm very shy because I've been doing accounting most of my life and
Yeah.
standing in front of a group of people for speaking, like at a community college or stuff. But like videos and stuff has never been my, never thought I would look at doing that.
So as you are accounting guy, a financial professional, do you know or did you hear about Dave Ramsey?
No.
Okay, this guy, he does amazing show. He has got millions of followers, over 2 million followers, close to 3 million followers. He's an accounting guy. So I'll send you a copy of this recording so that you get to hear him. You might be knowing Oprah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just like Oprah Winfrey. Everybody who gets visibility gets credibility. That's what we believe in. So if you get the credibility, you get the profitability. That's a formula which I follow with everybody. So we call it, the simple formula is no matter what, because end of the day, we have, we, everybody had been through their own struggles. So for us to create that impact, for us to people to inquire us, we need to go through that visibility formula or credibility, or we need to build that credibility. So I'll just let me pop up. It's again everybody's cycle. People now, you wouldn't be knowing George unless he was active through some form, probably through his print books or through his, I don't know how you met George. Probably if we reconnect the dots, you might have seen him. He was visible somewhere.
I actually saw him. I'm sorry. I saw him through a client of mine who got a certification from him.
Okay.
And then I went in and started looking for him and
Okay.
found that he's very reputable and offers the services, and he had a very positive attitude, and I spoke to him on the phone.
Yeah, that's right.
So basically, Raj, you want me to download the Telegram program?
Yeah, the Telegram app is just like a free app, but we'll
Okay.
I mean, that's the free app. And also the what I would like to do is probably with whatever the content which you have with the past experiences with uh we will modulate your past experience into a mini course. So but that's something we got to do. I mean, let me see if I have your website. Okay, Bright Inspo. So anything with parenting, anger management, or domestic violence, we have to let the world outside on LinkedIn or Facebook. Are you active on Facebook or TikTok or?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I just haven't done anything with it.
Okay, that's where as an accounting professional, you might be analytical. Probably you might be looking at. You might be shy, which is okay. But I will play around with the services or FAQs which you have, and I'll project your brand in such a way that people get back to you or get in touch with you and look for a solution for whatever the problems which they're going through. So the ultimate game is to publish a mini course, like a mini course where people take the wallet out, they put the money on the table for you. And we have seen thousands of examples. So I started Video Therapy Network because 2 years ago, when I was working or listening to healthcare recruiters or listening to lots of therapists, I found a need that most of these therapists need help with videos. So I thought, let me help people who had been through their licensure and all that. And that's where the journey began. But again, ever since then, it's the focus the focus was always getting one set of videos. So this was like this is a knowledge business, which we all know. People,
Yes.
I don't know if you purchased any other course apart from George's. Like, did you buy any other online course?
Yeah, actually, I did 2 courses before I went to George, and AJ Novak, and their courses are all online. You don't even, you see a YouTube video, but you don't see a person. You just take the course, and then you get your certificate. George, he sent me the course and I read the course and then I took the test. But his other course I took was a Zoom meeting for 7 hours. So
Wow.
everything has been online. You pay for it, you take the course, and they send you your certificate. Now, I love that idea. I mean, I love that idea. And I have found that a lot of people don't want to talk to someone. They just want to take the course, pay for it, and be done with it. But I did get a little girl from Michigan, and I'm kind of like overwhelmed with them because they want everything, but they don't have any of the equipment that I need them to use. I was like, okay, so we're going to have to figure this out because she's not court ordered. And I don't know if you know anything about domestic violence, but if you have domestic violence, you may have to go to 26 to 52 weeks of courses. This little girl's a 24-year-old who has to take parenting, has to take this, take everything. But when I talked to her yesterday, she goes, well, I don't really get up in the morning. And I have and I was trying to be as positive as possible, but it doesn't work. She doesn't get up in the morning, and I'm trying to be as helpful as I possibly can to her. But I don't want to work late at night for someone who doesn't have any initiative. I had to tell her to do a journal because I'm thinking to myself, I do not want to do 52 weeks with this little girl if she doesn't perk it up a little bit. And she doesn't want to do it online. I'm the only person that they found that would talk to them in Michigan. So I was excited. And I put my Google on hold until I get my website fixed. Like I did the basic with Google, and I want to get my website fixed, and I want to do this mini course with you. I just have to find out how much it is to put it in my budget.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. In fact, I know people who don't have websites. They do not have websites, but they made millions online. Like there are lots of people who do the game of selling online through direct messages and all, who upsell things on Facebook Messenger, or probably who pitch all the time on Instagram and all. So with the kind of expertise which you have now with respect to domestic violence, or if somebody had been through a court order, they had to go through some hours. We will see what can be sold. Even if the website is not up and running, we will try and mainly I will build your credibility online with the post, whatever the post which we are going to do. And we will show that you are the right person for anybody out there. This had been a wonderful example, as they couldn't find anybody in Michigan. I guess that's probably customers like that might give great testimonials, but again, it's your call, because you said you don't want them to go through so much of hours, probably 52 weeks, right? Probably any youngster would be upset out there. So
she doesn't even know what she has to take. That's the downside. And unfortunately, I've been trying, like you just said, I'm trying to do a niche. So I'm open longer than most people. Look at you. What time is it with you? 9 o'clock in the night?
yeah, I mean, it's 9 in the night, but we work until midnight, or we are like mostly, mainly I'm I'm a early bird. I get up before 5 a.m. But I'm pretty good. In India, we've been used to working like this. We work like 12 to 15 hours when we are building our own business, which is okay. I mean, I'm not working for anybody else. I'm trying to build my own business online. So with respect to this current slide, now I am trying to help other people achieve their $1 million. Now, the Santa video was the first one. I can open up the Santa video, but the results will certainly depend upon the kind of dedication and the kind of work which we will work on. Mainly, it is the focus which we have towards establishing that credibility or building your mini course. So we will work on finalizing the recipe, mainly the recipe of publishing consistently. So we'll not be cheap on journey to our greatness, because cheap as in will not be using any quick hacks. So definitely this is something, as a financial professional or accounting person, you might be knowing that numbers always define the scorecard, right? With respect to business.
Yes.
So it is like these numbers will determine if we are going back or not. And so that's the same thing. My dad was a banking professional. He was in a bank. This was me. He taught me that I'm not supposed to be a warrior. I'm supposed to be a warrior and all that. That's me when I was like a 10 to 15-year-old. But it's been a lifelong learning for me with respect to what I do with videos. So, and I worked with thousands of videos. Now, the plan which I have for another 6 years, like for 2030, is again to help at least thousands of people with respect to building or selling themselves through video marketing. Now, this is what I show Oprah's initial video. I'll show you quickly. That's a quick 1-minute video of Oprah's audition tape. I'm sure you might not have watched her first audition tape, which I published on my YouTube channel. Let me bring it up for you. Can you hear the audio?
Yes.
The videos?
So I moved on to Baltimore.
Okay, let me play the, can you
Thank you.
hear Oprah?
Became the co-host
Yes.
of a local morning show called People Are Talking with Richard Scher. And then one day I heard this show in Chicago that
Okay, let me just see if I can, if the audio is shared. Okay, shared sound. Let me.
Needed a new host. So I stayed up all night long. Couldn't grow anymore, so I moved on to Baltimore. Thank you. I became the co-host of a local morning show called People Are Talking with Richard Scher. And then one day I heard that there was a morning show in Chicago that needed a new host. So I stayed up all night long with an editor, sent my audition tape in because I was one of those people that wasn't prepared. I wasn't keeping all my stories. So I had to work all night. I was obsessed with getting this job. Somehow, after all these years, my staff hunted down my original audition tape. I don't know how on earth I got hired. Hi there. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah, spelled O-P-R-A-H, and if you noticed, it's Harpo spelled backwards. My folks did not particularly like Harpo marks. We did not even have a television set in our home for a number of years. Originally, I was named from the Bible by Aunt Ida, who named me from Ruth, the 1st chapter and the 14th verse, Orpah, but no one knew how to spell it. I couldn't grow anymore, so I moved on.
So that was like a quick video. I mean, she had done probably thousands of videos, probably more than anybody else. I'll send that to you on WhatsApp, or probably I'll send that to you in LinkedIn.
Well, I'll set up the Telegram program. I'm definitely interested in the mini course. I have to see how much it's going to cost. Right now, I'm just starting to make money to pay myself back for all the courses I had to take to get this certification.
we would launch your course. My ultimate goal is to make sure that you are visible. You already have the credibility. So we should be on our journey to building that profitability. And my goal is again to help you earn or probably get more clients. So again, I wanted to be an implementer for you. Again, you will be my mentor too, because you know how the game really applies in your city.
Yes.
So let's build the tribe. Let's build the community. Basically, for action takers, again, it will be different. The major goal is again income goal or destination. So we will work on the gut feeling. We will work on building the funnel. Now, this is a typical funnel which anybody and everybody plays online. So why would anybody bring money on the table is we have to attract them. We have to convert them. We have to engage with them. We will sell. This is the same formula which we will use. And this is a book launch formula. There is a live webinar formula. People bring into live webinar and they close, they say $1,500 or $1,000. But we'll play the game. For raving fans of you, first they may not be aware of you, but we'll generate leads as we create content from whatever you speak. So we'll create that prospective clients or customers online through LinkedIn or YouTube or through Facebook or Instagram. And we will have those raving fans who will be wanting to talk to you. So everybody goes through the same buyer's journey through email, social media, website, And like, as you said, you're working on your website, but end of the day, I'll work on the presentations. The webinar funnel is again, walking them through the funnel, showing them the content like this one or from something else which you have in parenting or anger management or anything of that sort. So I'll help you create that trustworthy presentations. So we'll work on your ideal clients and we will work on the high value clients who can pay you for group coaching, who can pay you for one-on-one coaching. And whatever the landing pages which are there on the website, we will, as you said, you're already working on the website part, but we will try and generate traffic from the social media side. So could be membership. It could be monthly membership for anybody wanting to go on a call with you. Because if I show you Shara's, back to Shara's example, let me see if I can bring that up. Okay, so she also has got study with journey to licensure. So study with J2L, follow journey to licensure podcast, email. Okay, this is the study with JTL. JTL is journey to licensure. She charges $135 monthly. But again, the group coaching could be $700 or $800, and one-on-one coaching can go up to $3,000. That is something which I'm helping her since last. If you schedule a consult appointment, you get her Calendly link. And if I'm just choosing, you are aware of Calendly, right? Probably the technical tools and all that.
Yeah, I have Liquidity right now through Squarespace.
Okay.
It's a scout. If you go to my website and go to
Okay.
the pieces, the very bottom is scheduling.
Okay. So yeah, the scheduling is right here. So it has got, okay, this is,
And I have to fix that too.
yeah, this is good. $75, $90, and intake assessment is $50. So I mean, this is something which I wanted to help you with. Probably now what Shara does is, if you see that, I mean, this is again licensure. You know about clinical LCSW, people who take ASW exam, right?
Right.
So we target people who wanted to take up their exam or test, the ASW exam, the licensure exam, or master levels, or the clinical LCSW or LMSW and all that. So we target these people, and the monthly subscription is that. But if somebody wants to invest coaching process, she has got she charges anywhere between $700 to $3,200. This is her complete coaching program. So what we will do is we'll create your coaching for your clients or for anybody who would like to get certified through Bright Inspo. We'll launch a Bright Inspo anger management certification. We'll launch Bright Inspo. We got to do that. We have no choice apart from the book, apart from your individual consultations or family or group consultation. The only way forward is you have to fill in the space like a coach or a mentor. Though George calls coaching or mentoring is like a scam, we always argue with each other.
Well, I can send you my price list and you can tell me your suggestions. See, what happened is I got a little overwhelmed with everything, and I've ended up getting, you're going to laugh, I've ended up getting more individual people. And the girl that did my website originally had me at $60 for a coaching for 1 hour. And I've been trying to figure out how to do the website on my own. I ended up hiring someone else, and I have a meeting with them today to start fixing my website. I can send you my price list if you want to see it.
Yeah, sure.
But I've been getting a lot of individual appointments. People, for some reason, they like talking to me. And I guess maybe because I answer my phone, and I've done video chat, text messaging. I've done everything immediately. Like a guy found me through the website, Google, then went to the website and then booked an appointment with me. And I talked to him. He booked it for Thursday. I ended up talking to him on Tuesday because he wanted to talk to someone right then and there because he was so angry. He needed someone right there. And I took the call. So I think that's my niche, is I'm taking people immediately, no matter what. And I may get to the point where I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'm trying to, because everyone's offering my services. So I have to have something that says, I'll video chat you, I'll chat you, I'll text message you, I'll take you and help you because you're angry right now and you want someone right now to just to calm down. So, and inclusive to the book, I've been also ending up just talking to someone who just vents at me that they're angry. I'm like, I just listen, you know, like,
So
I'm really trying.
yeah, we'll work it out. As in with the keywords, we can also put in more keywords, or with respect to the social media. The game which I play is with the content marketing. Now, with respect to book, if I go back to, okay, this is book and appointment. This is the book, right? And this is, okay, this is again, not a typical, this is booking an appointment. I'm sorry. So, okay, this is good. I mean, with, I'm just trying to figure out how somebody found you through website.
They went to Google.
Yeah.
In Orlando. They actually found me on Google in anger, and then went to Orlando and then contacted me, or went through the website. I got lucky. Now, right now, I've cut down my Google ads because I was paying a lot of money and I didn't get one phone call in 2 weeks.
Oh.
And I wanted to finish my course with George and concentrate on some last minute things. And so this week, I'm really trying to get Google ads, my website and everything finished. Then you and I'll do the mini course. We'll start that. I'll download this program, and I'll do whatever you make your suggestions.
Yeah. So, I mean, first, let's build a community, because the purpose of making the future brighter for anybody out there who's going through these struggles, domestic violence, parenting, anger management, we have to build the community around the services which you're offering. And once we build the community, we'll catch up with the weekly meetings. Probably it'll be the Zoom and all. We have to let people know that we hang out as a community, we help each other and all. That's where the group coaching comes. Even with the one-on-one, probably anybody who had been through your past service, they can again get back to you, be it court-ordered or be it self-development or self-enrolled. So we will, I'll take your suggestions as to how to market it, and we will definitely see what is the best way forward. Now, with respect to, okay, so this is like, let me bring the full screen on. So, okay. So with respect to the psychological triggers of selling online, this is something where people charge $5,000 or $10,000 for a 3-month coaching program. We will see if we can build that as well. But end of the day, like the way you mentioned Google Ads, it's again create that impression, or so that people try and we are routing the traffic, whatever people are searching, and we are trying to generate a lead. That's again, every slide is something which we can talk for 15-20 minutes, but that's okay. These slides, even this slide is not opening up, but that's okay. So end of the day, we are trying to follow the Bloom's taxonomy, where we create something for our audience. We go through this pyramid, evaluating, analyzing, applying, understanding. So the best way they learn whatever you teach is, again, they remember, they apply, or they also start teaching what you're offering. So the step is, again, they have to implement it. They have to execute whatever you ask them to do, right? Probably be it journaling, showing gratitude, or I don't know, whatever the steps which you have to reduce their anger, or probably be it getting their credits. So with whatever the curriculum which you have, we will try and market it, because the ultimate plan which we have is we have to make them happy. The delightful customers only can refer other people. So from strangers, we'll walk them through prospects, from prospects, they become customers, and from customers, they'll be our promoters. They will refer. Like the way, if somebody is very happy with George, they try and refer additional clients for George. So earlier, the funnel was like just marketing, sales, and customers, but now it's a flywheel method. Now the flywheel method it's all post-pandemic, as you and me know. It's more of
Yes.
trustworthy relationship, right? Earlier, the funnel is like you attract them, you engage them, you capture them, you nurture them, you be nice to them. But it's more of now the customer is in the center. It's your clients or customers who bring you more business. They'll be promoting the business, whatever the service which you have. We need to be very nice. Now, this is something like Indian movies which I had worked in. We followed the same method. The best way to keep customers is like keep them warm. Keep them warm. They'll be the ones who bring in more people. So we will go through the pipeline. The pipeline might look too shocking, or it could be overwhelming right now. So it's like these are the simple formulas, but deep formulas. Many people, they don't care what we have on like with respect to what we teach and all that, but they wanted to be heard. They wanted to listen to us. I mean, they want somebody to listen to them, right?
Right.
So people don't care how much you know, but until they know how much you care. So it's more of that empathy when it comes to anger management and all. Now, George Anderson, breaking limits, working on the lead magnets. So these are the lead magnets which we have. So we'll create ebook for you under Bright Inspo. I'll create the checklist.
Okay.
I'll create the worksheets or the workbook. We'll work on the MP3 audio podcasts. We'll create the mini course or the video courses. We'll work on the cheat sheet. We'll work on almost all the sheets, be it FAQ or email courses, or the landing pages or automated webinars and all. So these are various sets. We can work on the toolkit or the starter one. So these lead magnets is something which will bring us more customers. If you probably you may not be doing free webinar right now, but we can do mini webinars of 15-minute consultation or 20-minute consultation, so that people know that you are available. So that is again to let the social media know that you're quite active with what you're doing. And so it's not just the phone call. It's not only the email, but we will try and promote ourselves through pricing which you have. So many people don't mind paying $247. People don't mind paying $147 and all. That's what with my experience. But when people needed your individual attention on a one-on-one coaching, then you can definitely charge them $3,000 or $5,000 for 3-month package, or it can be a 3-day package or 1-week package or 30-day package. Normally, I know lots of therapists who charge $3,000 to $5,000 for a period of 1 month. But they don't give the entire 8 hours per day. They just give weekly 1 hour, or they give monthly 4-5 hours for the $3,000.
Okay. Well, Raj, here's the funny thing. I'll be honest with you. I've been doing this in a business form and just started the facilitating form. And I prefer the one-on-one people than the group sessions, because I can make more money with the one-on-one, and the one-on-one people are happier. Whereas the group session, they're pissed off, they're in court, they don't like it, and it's a different brand of people. And I charge, a couple of people called me and they're like, oh, I found it for $25. I'm like, well, then I'm sorry, go ahead and take that course. What they're saying $25 is they have to be smart enough to log in and take the course online. Excuse me 1 second. I'm sorry. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
My mom's nurse. Apologize.
That's all right.
Letting my nurse coming. I have someone with my mom right now. I take care of my parents.
Oh, that's good.
And we live in the same building, but different floors. So when I have meetings and stuff, I always make sure someone's with my mom because she just had a stroke. And I apologize. It's rude of me to do that, but it's family, you know. I
Yeah,
find what I was saying is I find individually and I find people like me one-on-one because I listen to them. And it's not like I am I'm a very good listener and I have a great outlook, but it's not that I'm just educated. It's also I've been through some personal issues. You know, I've had an alcoholic husband. I've had some mishaps, or I've ended up with it. So I've had experiences to have empathy for people that are going through some of this stuff. You know,
okay.
sometimes we're like, well, who are you to be telling me anything? You know what I mean? So this
Yeah,
guy's like, well, I can get the course for $25. And I said, okay, sir, go ahead and take the course for $25.
yeah,
I'm
that's
not gonna.
yeah. I mean, that's where we build our micro niche, because one-on-one should always be expensive. That should be anywhere between, like the way George charges. One-on-one should always be. I believe that one-on-one should be $500 per hour, or it should be $250 per hour, uh, because people would be wanting to be in your presence. But if somebody wants, uh, uh, in coaching for us, for people who pay low ticket, anywhere between $97 to $147. That's again low ticket, but that's always a recorded or a mini course. They have to go through some steps, like step 1, step 2, step 3, or probably we will work on the formula which can be established for your coaching program. So people, we give away the mini recorded course, but they also will join you live in a group coaching, and they will listen to you in the group coaching. I understand for the fact that you mentioned that they'll show too much of anger, or it can go out of control. That's okay. That the disclaimer which we give away to them is, uh, we try and make everybody get their problems resolved. We try and help them with whatever the issue which they're going through, be it personal or professional, with anger management issues. We have the curriculum, right? With anger management, with George also. There is a beautiful curriculum, which I'm trying to digest, by the way. So it'll be a win-win. And if somebody needs beyond group coaching, then they will sit on the high ticket, which is again your profit maximizer. So we will give them the calendar. And Joel is another video which I would like to show, but that's okay. So people who come with one-on-one coaching is like your inner circle coach. They follow code of honor. Probably we'll make them raving fans. We will build that community, and that's something which I'll work on, trying to build your community. So we will create Bride Inspo certified trainers, or we will create somebody whom you can train people. You can ask them to be better than what you are at, and because everybody has their own unique journey. So we'll follow this same formula, like teaching, so they can be more leaders, as in they teachers are great leaders is what everybody says. So we follow that funnel of converting their skills. One big skill is, again, sales skills is something which we all need to level up. But the product which you have, the service which you have, we will try and build that consistent relationship with your clients. And that's where the nurturing happens. They come, they listen to you, or they go through whatever they have to do by paying $24, $25. That's not the end of the game. That's where the relationship begins. When they pay $25, that is the beginning point. And I'll also, as I'm going to give you this recording, you'll have access to all of this. So we will evaluate, we will educate people, but they go through that initial low ticket price, but we will retain them. We will make sure that they refer us. We'll create that awareness among the kind of problems which they had been through. So uh, the bulb on moment is, again, ultimately trying to build that trustworthiness. So even if we have 40 people paying us $97 or $100, we will have $4,000 in one webinar. So even if we do 4 webinars every week, and in 1 month, you can easily achieve $20,000. That is the recorded course. I mean, many people struggle to go through $10,000 or $5,000 monthly. But the game plan is, if we have 100 raving fans for your service, each one, I'm sorry, if you have 40 people buying your level 1, which is like $97 or $100, then we'll have $4,000 per week. And that is where I wanted to help you. Even if you charge them a group coaching, even if we have 10 people paying you $300, in that week, we will achieve $3,000. And in entire month, we will achieve $12,000. And all this, I just wanted to remind you, this is only 90 minutes or less. Probably it will be 1
Okay.
hour. So in 90 minutes, if we have 10 people, and in less than 90 minutes, you make $3,000, that is like good deal. George would be laughing
Oh,
at
yeah.
And
You know how many hours I have to work on a tax return to get, what one return I do, I work a lot of hours to get $10,000 for it. But it's a lot of hours and a lot of detail
yeah,
for the
that's
return.
fair. What we need to do is we need to build a framework or a system in such a way that people go through the process which we create, and that is my goal is again to help you achieve this $20,000 monthly or 12,000 additional income. So many people who
Well,
come.
Raj, you've got me sold. I think I'm going to send you my price list and have you change it and send it back to me. I think you're making me say no.
Yeah, that's something which we will work together, because as a team, we can move it forward. So this is a system which everybody would be working on. Many people out there also do that. So I've been struggling throughout my life, and this is some system which I had built. So we are not going to go through the old-fashioned way of just calling and booking call and all. So it's like the bulb on moment or mind open moment is that we will work on this. It doesn't matter whether you have experience. You have enough experience, you have expertise. So if you're serious about this is something which we will work on. So it's any non-technical person, even if you're not a technical person, you can go through this simple process. So the ultimate system is designed to give you freedom. And this is like many people go through the lifelong journey of sharing their expertise. And we will create this for you also. Now, for anybody who joins your workshop on anger management or parenting or with respect to whatever the service, we will offer them special gifts also as action takers if they join your group coaching. So this is like, we'll give them a blueprint. We'll give them a blueprint worth $100, $160 as a bonus, as a free bonus, which they can't refuse. And that's like a tripwire in business. Tripwire is like you give them additional bonus and they get excited about it. And we give them a budgeting blueprint as well, like with whatever the tools which they need to work on. As an accountant, as somebody with finance background, you can work on the blueprint also. Now, these are like the tripwire or the bonus and the additional bonus, like we give them additional bonuses. Now, these are the editing tools which I have, but end of the day, I wanted to highlight the fact that it is definitely possible to achieve $20,000 or additional $10,000. Now, this is like additional tools which were there. So in short, this is like, I'm trying to bring the last part, which is like, definitely it is achievable. Because when George can do it, and when George is 83 years old from Harvard Medical School can do it, and probably with respect to the George's database, which we have, many people are very bad at selling themselves online. That's what I have noticed. So if we have your 90-minute presentation with your past experience with whatever you're going to teach, and if I create your 3-day course, 3-day course is, we'll have 20-minute videos I'll give you the complete blueprint in an Excel sheet because as an accounting professional, you might be good with Excel, right? Google Sheets.
I'm sorry, Raj. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hi, Dad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Bye, Dad. It's okay. All right. Bye. My father, my boss, the CPA firm.
Yeah.
I'm trying that it's 24/7. That's the downside. My father will call me at 11 o'clock at night and says, "Can you bring me this file down, dear?" Sure, Dad.
Yeah.
No,
That-
you definitely sold me. I love from the minute you started texting me and sending me stuff. It's just like I say, we just have to see.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to all your suggestions because everything you're saying is one step is more than I was thinking of doing.
Yeah, that's
Because I do like teaching.
yeah, definitely. This is the I don't know if you use ChatGPT or other tools. As you said, you're not technical person, but that's the content strategy which we have is we'll work on the let me zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in this. Okay, you can see this right now
Yes.
for Bride Inspo, we'll work on the subtopics, we'll work on the outcomes, we'll work on the problems, we'll work on 20 different subtopics which we can teach people. We work on uh, the different secrets, we'll give them different outcomes and the steps. Now, this is something, it's structured, it's a fail-proof method. Uh, and I know many millionaires who followed the same exact template. We'll work on the themes and we'll work on hundreds of questions. This is like, let me zoom out so that you get to see the questions also. Okay, so there are themes, there are questions, and the 30-day plan. So
Okay.
30-day plan is what kind of videos which we'll be doing, what attracts people to us. And let me see if I can bring up another sheet. That is the content strategy plan. Now, with respect to the character, work street, online business, marketing therapist. Okay. Personal strategy sheet. Okay, this is something which we'll work on also, your personal strategy sheet. So we'll set up an ultimate goal which you have for whatever the business revenue which you're going to generate. Something which I'll work for Katharina and I'll change that. So whatever the mission, because people don't connect us to whatever we sell. People don't want to buy. I'm sorry, what is the code? The code says that nobody wants to be, nobody likes to be sold.
Right.
Nobody likes to be sold, but everybody wants to buy.
Right. If you got the right niche, people are you're
Yeah.
right. You're absolutely right. I love everything you're saying to me. So
Yeah.
you just tell me what to do. I'll email you my price list. You tell me change it. Whatever you say, I'll do.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and create additional content with what we are going to achieve. So we'll work on not selling, but we'll make sure that everybody wants to be in queue buying things from you. So we'll work on your monthly revenue goal, be it $10,000 or $20,000 or $50,000. But if you follow consistently, within 90 days or within 180 days, with this proven formula, definitely we can hit $100 million. I'm sorry, no, sorry, not 100 million, $1 million. $1 million, you can hit 100K. Because working on the problem, working on the micro niche, working on the skill method, going through the promises, we'll work on the 6-step system. Though you have the website, I'll work on the free webinars, I'll work on the bonuses. We'll work on the group coaching, and if I don't know if you have any books on Amazon. I did try and use the same formula for George, but he's happy with his group coaching, like with what he's doing through Zoom, because he's been doing it for over 20 years, I guess 2 decades or 3 decades. I mean, in last 80 years, he had seen many people, many things. The good thing is he has got his physical copies, the physical books, right? You might have already had your hands on. So
Yeah, I
we are,
have all his books, and I have the other company's books too. I just went in and bought 2 books to send to this little girl in Michigan.
Mhm.
One from George and one from the parenting, because he doesn't have I don't think he has I already have the parenting book here for the other company, so I'm using that book for the little girl. And I'm learning, and you're teaching me something. You're putting me in another step that I really prefer. I prefer the individual or the group than doing this court order stuff.
yeah,
The court order people are a little rough for me.
yeah. As per the court order, they have no choice apart from going through the individual mentoring or coaching, because now the game plan which I showed you is for building your coaching business, building your mentoring business, or building your personal brand, and also creating something big with Pride in Sport. I mean, that's like the kind of legacy which you will leave for your community, the community which we are going to be. It's a long-term game. So I'll send you a copy of this recording, and
Okay.
I'll send you a link to this recording so that you can have this. And also everything which I had showed you here, I'll send it to you. You can send me a price list. We will work. We'll work on. We'll stay in touch through WhatsApp. We'll try and build your social media contacts. I would say connect with anybody and everybody who can be your prospective lead or prospective customer as your
I'm
time.
trying. I'm
Yeah.
trying. I'm trying to get better at it.
Yeah. Like when you get on call with George, also let him know, because the same game plan when I tell him, he's like, um, he does pay for every referral. He pays $75. So if I bring in 5 to 10 people, he pays me $500 or $300 or something like that. But he's happy with whatever he's doing with group coaching. I'm not the judge. Again, he's my boss out there. He knows what he has to do. But with George, I'm like good with technical stuff, be it sharing the screen or scheduling the Zoom or sending out emails or graphics.
I
Most,
want to do everything.
yeah,
I want to do everything.
yeah, let's do that. And with respect to the pricing and all, again, as we'll be in touch through WhatsApp, let me go through your price list. We'll work on the percentage wise. I mean, as you make money, we will have a split. We'll work on the percentage which you're comfortable with. Just
Absolutely. I'm so, you can't tell how excited I am. I'm super excited. And
as,
I've got I mean, considering I should have a crappy attitude for all the stuff I've gone through. And I'm like happy about everything. Everything. I'm super happy. I think everything happens for a reason. I'm super happy with everything. So I have nothing negative to say. I'm definitely down for anything you tell me to do.
yeah.
And
I mean,
I showed your the video you did, and all my friends love it. Love it. They're like, oh my gosh, I did put it on Instagram last night, but like I say, I'm still a little shy.
That's okay. We'll work it out, and we will see how we take it forward. And I'll send you everything which we spoke about. And whenever you're free, probably if you have any conversations with probably be it with your mentoring or coaching and or probably any of your clients, if you I mean if I am allowed probably to know more about what you're offering, to learn more about what you're selling as a service, feel free to add me. Also say that you have your virtual assistant like Raj, somebody, your technical assistant who can be part of that call. I'll hop on the call if time permits, and also see whatever you offer them. I'll see how I can modulate that into selling some marketing piece of content, be it an ebook. Many people do ebooks as lead magnets. We'll try and create your email list. I don't know if you already have the email list.
Nope.
We'll work on the newsletter, the LinkedIn newsletter. That's where we can play the game really well. We can work on, if you have more than 150 followers, we can work on the LinkedIn audio event, but that's okay. I'm so glad that we will go live so that people trust you personally. The personal branding is something which we'll try and work on, and we'll work together as a team. And
Great.
money comes by default. I don't want to say, Katrina, please deposit $5,000 into my bank account. I want to end the relationship here, but we will be consistent because I wanted you to make probably 10 times more what you're making. And that's where I wanted to see your joy. And it's definitely possible for anybody living in US. It is possible because we've seen, I worked with clients who made more than $1 million every single month consistently. So
If I made $1 million, you're getting some of that money as a commission. For goodness sake, you deserve it. You're stuck with me for a partner until I drop dead.
I mean, the business. Those are the businesses. Like those are healthcare recruiters. I talk about them. These are healthcare recruiters based out of New York. They have an app. They help people or they help nurses get direct shifts. I mean, BetterHelp is one of the clients, and there are lots of Mount Sinai and Contra Costa, or probably a couple of other healthcare providers. So they recruit other clinicians and give them direct shifts. They take a commission, and out of that, so that's where I started my game. That's where I met George. That's where I met a couple of my other clients also. There's nothing to hide. It's all public. The videos are all there. If I go back to Direct Shifts YouTube, and if I go back to their playlist and the kind of live replays, I did meet lots of people from US Army also. That's something. There's nothing to hide.
Alicia Carnell. Probably if I could have drum roll, I would play it virtually here. So Alicia is an experienced nurse leader.
Can you hear the audio?
Who is a
Katrina, do you hear the audio?
clinical.
Yes, I hear.
So like this, we've interviewed hundreds of people. These were all live shows. This was done like 3 years ago.
Journey and the voice of actually all our clinicians on our
2021 or the early days of pandemic. So
Yes.
we had no option apart from sitting in our.
Hi, how are you doing today, Raj?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I am well.
It's like a virtual podcast and all.
GoDaddy offers hosting that's reliable and
Well, then what I'll do is I'll send you a couple things, a lot of my little questions, and you'll respond to my little questions. And you can see I pretty much go 24/7. So I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Raj. And I will send you within the hour the couple things and some of the questions that are going through my head.
Sure. Take your time. But appreciate this particular quick call, and we'll take it forward with WhatsApp or through email, and I'll stay in touch through LinkedIn as well. Thank you.
That's great. Have a great day or evening. Good night.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.